Now you have a video out based on Sands of Time. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that? What that's about?
Yeah, it was put together. Do you know who put that together for us at Brian?
Again, Brian, he kind of was the visionary for it, but he commissioned it. He had, I don't know the name of the person who put it together, but he had the vision for it. He knew, he had it storyboarded out, and we didn't see it until it was done for us to approve, and the band was just blown away by it.
Well, not only the band, in fact, a lot of the people that I sent that link to, a lot of friends and stuff, the feedback has been phenomenal. And I think the lyric video, when you're able to put the lyrics with the music and the concept behind it, people focus on it more. Having that video content, to focus on, it really highlights the song a lot better. And I've had a lot of great feedback from the video, so we're going to implement a few more of those.
Good.
Soon.
I was just going to ask you that if you had a future to do more lyric videos. That's become a really popular platform lately, though, and I think it's pretty fantastic that you agree that that's a good way to get people interested in your concept of a specific track.
It's not real expensive, but it's very effective, and for our budget and everything. At this point, we're just trying to throw the hook out there and reel in some people. So this is a great tool for us using your setup, and we're really appreciative that we can use your platform to convey our music to people across the board.
Well, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Well, like I said, we've noticed a lot of that lately. I mean, you mentioned the pandemic kind of setting a lot of things back, but gratefully you had a home studio to record in, and we found that a lot of people have been using not only lyric video but live streaming and other means to get their stuff out there because they can't tour and they can't play live. Any idea if you guys might try doing any kind of live stream or anything like that until things start to open up to do live shows?
With we have our rehearsal coming up here at the beginning of the month in April, and I think it's going to be a really good solid time for our band to get together and discuss some direction ideas and implement ideas from each individual in the band, to bring it to concept as a whole band type format. But we really need to we're in that stage now that we just released this. We're excited about it. We all have energy about it. We feel like this CD has legs, and we're just one person away from hearing it. This really is going to make a difference. We don't know who that person is yet, but I got a feeling we're going to find out soon.
That's good. That's good. So that kind of segues into that. I mean, what's the future for Redd Barron? I mean, you guys are practicing. You're getting together. You're talking about what's coming up. I mean, are you thinking about maybe writing some new material, new album? What's the future hold for you guys?
Well, Greg and Pete have several songs on tap that we haven't even ventured into as far as looking at the potential of recording them, but we still have some good material left that we haven't put to work yet. And I know Greg and Pete come up with some pretty catchy stuff, and I got a feeling they might unleash some new stuff on us in rehearsal.
Then you get to learn some new drum beats, right, Rod?
Right. Yeah. Obviously there's two components of it. I think ideally, again, like we're a live band, like that.
Yeah.
Always,
Right.
We played a million shows together, and I think we're at our best when we're playing in front of people. We're very interactive with the crowd and energized by playing for people. So when it's hard to predict the timelines for that stuff, but I think when we get together, that's one of the things we're going to start talking about is how to put a game plan together, for performing,
right?
Especially to support this record. And then as far as moving forward, recording and songwriting, yeah. So it's almost like that's sort of like the next logical progression because. Yeah, Pete and I in particular. Well, actually, the whole band writes, but
we're riff-based guitar band, so Pete and I and Frank, we all come up with riffs, and then we kind of give them to Brian, and he starts working his magic with them. So we've already done some of that, and between us, we've already got a pretty solid bunch of ideas, and but that's going to be the thing, because the first quote-unquote record that we did for Heaven and Hell literally was just a re-release. They remastered it, they put two demos together and made an album.
Right.
The second one, which is this one, Sands of Time, is new recordings, but it's old songs.
Right.
The new challenge is, what an intriguing next step to the story to see if we can write new songs that still capture what we are at our essence, which was, in other words, can we write songs that sound like they were written back in the day?
Right, right, and stay true to your sound and the style that you guys like to play, and not change that to fit anything that's popular now.
Yeah, you're not going to hear loops and auto-tune vocals and electronic
exactly
like this. None of that. We know who we are, and even more importantly, I think maybe my favorite thing about this second chapter of Redd Barron is both relationally as genuine brothers, as dear friends, but also musically, we don't, we love that other people are enjoying this, but honestly, it's about us being true to what we love. Back in the day, everyone was trying to get that brass ring, record label deal, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much compromise, and we would watch our favorite bands do it. Every Judas Priest had a Turbo Lover album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like
the Cold Lake. Yeah.
Yeah, and which actually, believe it, I listened to some of that album recently, and it's not as bad as I remembered it.
Which one? You mean Turbo?
Yeah, I was so disappointed.
Dude, Turbo's a great album. I'm sorry, but Out in the Cold was the most underrated track on that whole album. Everybody's like, "Oh, Parental Guidance was the stupidest song ever," and I'm like, "No, dude, that song was great. Come on."
It just it needed context to look back and realize, but anyway, that's just illustrates that was part of, I think, why the band kind of just petered out, was because I think we just loved who we were, and we weren't going to be that band that kind of grunged it up or did something this just wasn't us, so now there's just no pressure, it's just be you be you, and it feels so good, not only as just human beings and friends who don't need to impress each other or anybody else, but also as musicians and songwriters and performers. We can just do what we love, and that's it. That's good enough, and that's where the magic is for us. So it's going to be interesting to see when we start writing new stuff. I'm really excited to do that and see what happens. So, but I don't want to get ahead of ourselves in terms of.
Oh yeah.
I just want to, hopefully this COVID thing lifts up soon and we can play some shows, because I just want to soak it up and enjoy it. This is, something that we should be in our just proud of, and just want to enjoy and celebrate with, our fans and our friends, and play these songs, and
right.
have some fun. So that's the goal for this year.
Right. Well, and to me, that's a good goal to have. I think you hit it right on the head. You measure your success as a human being. You don't have to impress anybody by, we sold 1 million records or anything. You're proud of what you've accomplished, not just as a musician, but in life too. So.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, as fans and listeners of the show, would like to know, where can we go to buy albums and find you on social media?
Yeah, plug.
All right. Well, there's a number of ways you can do it. I mean, this is 2021 after all, but God bless Heaven and Hell Records, because Jeremy and the folks at Heaven and Hell understand that we play what I would just call niche music. It's not if you, and I don't know why you would, but if you attempted to watch the Grammys,
Yeah.
We're a million miles away from that. That's great. But Heaven and Hell Records has a phenomenal stable of artists and releases that are very much in the same genre and vein of what we do. And so heavenandhellrecords.com, of course, you can order the CD there. And that's the other thing, too. It's like, us old school people, we like having a CD in our hand,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we
I
do.
know it's and it's it's not as convenient, but Heaven and Hell does a great job with the artwork and the packaging. You get a really nice product in your hand when you buy a CD. So that's one outlet for sure. ReddBarron.com. We've got a merch shop up there. You can buy the CD there. You can buy T-shirts and all that good stuff too. At ReddBarron.com, Spotify, iTunes,
Amazon.
it's in all the places you'd expect it to be. But probably, I'm guessing our typical fan probably will want a CD in their hand, because that's cool. That's there's some talk about vinyl. We'll see if maybe that could be a thing too.
Yes.
We do like the vinyl. I mean, us being middle-aged, 50-something. Both Toby and I had birthdays 2 weeks ago, so that was kind of a big deal. And normally on our birthdays, we go record shopping and we buy each other vinyl, because we still have a record player and we still play vinyl.
So we're hoping that happens. We'll see. We'll talk to Jeremy and see if that's a possibility. But
I know that's tough, though. It's tough to get the funds together to press vinyl nowadays.
Right. There's got to be enough demand to
Right.
warrant it. I mean, clearly none of us are in it for the money.
Oh, yeah.
But it'd be a nice thing. And then you can find us. We got a Facebook page. You can find us on as well, and that's where we kind of post more. We do have a latest news on our website, but usually Facebook is where you'll kind of see what we're up to in sort of real time. So.
The evil Facebook. We all love to hate it, but we do hate to love it.
It truly is, man. It's love-hate for sure.
So, famous last words. Anything that you want either of you, Rod or Greg, to tell the listeners, the people who are just getting to know who you are, Redd Barron, what would you like to tell them?
Well, I'd like to think that if your listenership is like really key on the Maiden, the Judas Priest, and that kind of Metallica's, they're going to like our band too. And we bring something to the table with lyric content and good riffing. And I think we have our little place, and we have our niche, like Greg said, and that's a good description. We're definitely a niche band. So the audience that you're broadcasting to is really the people that we're going to appeal to. So
we absolutely agree.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and for me, this is Greg. I'd probably just say famous last words are one of the things that people say about us, we've heard it many times when we play shows, is they've never seen a heavy metal band smile so much. And that's really cool, because it's not like we decided, hey, this is going to be our thing. Everybody smile. It's just like, it's a very natural expression of genuine love for each other and for the music and the people in the crowd that we're sharing it with. And it's a little bit maybe not get too sort of pie in the sky, but man, the world's a rough place, and this music is a beautiful thing that can bring us together. And it's like, man, if we can just be good to each other and supportive and encouraging of a scene that we've got and a community of people who really do love the same thing, and just enjoy it, man. There's not enough things in this world that are pure like that, you know. And I really think that, you know, heavy music is one of those things, and there's a lot of great people doing what we do and enjoying what we do, and you know, just be good to each other and promote and support good music.
I couldn't agree more. I'm thinking next time then, since you are the band that smiles a lot, we'll have to do this in person and we'll video it so everybody can see the smiles.
That'd be great.
Well, then when things open up, though, I mean, going up to the Chicago Fest has been something on our bucket list for quite some time. So you never know, you might see us.
Well, very good. We would like that very much. We can show you around. We know all the hot spots.
Oh, I used to go. I used to have to travel to Chicago to see Maiden back in the day because they never played Minnesota. So I've been to your neck of the woods many times.
Yeah. And there's to this day, man, there's a lot of good venues and music. Obviously, the last year, you know, put a halt to it, but they'll be back.
They'll be back. Well, we can't thank you guys enough for spending some time with us and letting us get to know Redd Barron and sharing Sands of Time with us. We look forward to many more good things to come in the future. So thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for your time, man, and giving us a platform to once again broadcast our music to the world, man. We're really appreciative.
And just remember, Redd Barron's here to rock.
That's right. Right on, brother. Right on.